Streaming. Alrighty then. Get that settled. Alright. Hello and welcome to Dualshock'd, a special Dualshock'd, the Brotherhood of Geeks PlayStation podcast. I am one of your hosts, Brett J. Rasmussen, and over here I got my other co-host.
You got Spector?
Ah, what is up, Spector?
A lot. I mean, it's the it's the most exciting time of the year. What can you say? It's a lot of shit going on.
Yes!
So it's
I love this time.
Yeah, I mean,
My favorite.
It's we got we had a bunch of press conferences already. We're in the home stretch here. Just Sony and Nintendo left.
Yes, which will be very interesting to see what they have to say.
Yeah, I mean, for Sony, I mean, I know you're 1,000 times more excited than I am, but I mean, for me, really, I guess as far as what I'm actually looking forward to, obviously, I mean, they have to have a release date for the Medieval remaster, so I'm expecting that. Hopefully, they give us some more news about if we actually get like a little bit of a trailer for it, like a gameplay trailer. Excuse me. Maybe if it has Medieval 2 in it as well.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe even a collector's edition. I'd love to have a statue.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a pipe dream at this point. I'm probably not going to get any of that.
Well,
but
at
the very least, give us a release date.
Oh, yeah. And I think what will happen is, like, First Four Figures or Sideshow Collectibles or whatever will make a Daniel Fortescue statue. They won't make a collector's edition. Mind you, you probably want one of those like very nice high end ones anyway.
Yeah, I would like to have like a good we'll say like $300, $350 or so, really nice like polystone, something from like First Four Figures or something like that. A really high quality one. I'd rather have that. But then again, Sony is actually really pretty good at making nice collectible statues.
You mean like these right here?
Like those right there. I'm thinking, of course, of my my awesome Kratos statue. I know you're jealous of.
Oh, I am.
That was a Sony
totally
production.
Yes, it was.
So, I mean, they can make some good statues. So, I would like to see something from them. But if not from them, at least license it out to First Four Figures so we can get a proper statue.
Or someone, yeah.
Or somebody, yeah.
I would like to, but First Four Figures really definitely.
They're always the first one that comes to mind.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is I'm definitely the most excited for this one personally. Got my PlayStation shirt. I'm all ready. So I know you weren't here for Ubisoft or Square Enix. Did you hear what they kind of announced or anything?
Excuse me. I heard that I didn't hear much about Ubisoft at all. I started watching Square Enix. I heard it was very dull, like EA levels of dull, where they just really didn't show anything new. It was just kind of a lot of trailers we've seen already at other conferences. So
I think though they did it better than EA because they just went half an hour. That's all they needed. Trailer, done.
Yeah. So I mean,
they went the Nintendo Direct style, which was, I thought, just fantastic, brilliant. I thought it was brilliant.
So it was efficient, short.
Yeah, it was like Keith David was like the announcer throughout the whole time, and it was just like, here's this game. We probably spent the most time with Kingdom Hearts and Shadows of the Tomb Raider because those are kind of like the big marquee titles. But even then, like, we saw gameplay from Shadows of the Tomb Raider, and then we saw a similar trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3. They had the same gameplay that we saw at Microsoft, but some story clips that were different.
Okay.
So, definitely very interesting. I definitely do like that.
What do you? I mean, I know you. Should I even ask you what you're looking forward to? Is it just everything?
What, from Square Enix or Ubisoft? Or?
For Sony. I mean, we're talking about Sony.
Oh, God.
So is it even worth me asking you?
I mean,
is it just everything? Is it simpler to say that?
I'm looking at we already know the 4 big titles that they've already announced, which is The Last of Us Part 2, Marvel Spider-Man, Death Stranding, and Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm already looking forward to all of them. I already pre-ordered my collector's edition of Spider-Man, so I'm excited. Death Stranding, I feel that it's a PS5 game. The next generation. I think they just keep giving us more, But with how much Kojima wants to do with this game, I don't know if the PS4 can do all the things that Kojima wants because of how much of a perfectionist Kojima is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, I really don't care about anything.
I know how much you don't like Kojima.
I mean, I mean, it's we're kind of polar opposites with this conference in a way, because I mean, you're excited for a lot of shit, and I'm like grasping at straws here, just trying to figure out what I can actually kind of even
out of what they announced.
Out of what they've announced. Yeah, I mean, of course, there could be plenty of surprises and things. So,
one cool thing. This kind of like just happened throughout E3, but there's a new level for Crash Bandicoot.
I saw that. Yeah, that was a surprise.
I think it's like Twisted Future or something.
Is that
June 26th?
June 26th. Do we know if that's coming to PlayStation 4's version or?
Yeah, it's coming to all of them.
Do we know? Is that confirmed though?
Yes. Yeah, there's a trailer and everything up.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it wasn't shown on it. It was just like shown in like interviews and throughout E3, because they're outside of press conferences. There are tons of other things happening.
Yeah, trophies too. I gotta check now.
To what? To this new level?
Because I had my 100%. I want to keep my 100%. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know if they already updated the trophy list.
Probably not yet, I guess.
So I mean,
it doesn't look like they have yet.
No. So I mean, like, who knows? It might just be a DLC and they add it on. I think it's gonna be added on to Warped if they do. It's a special room in Warped.
Yeah. So I mean, I got all the other trophies. I'm sure I can handle it.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean,
I'll just rent the game for a few days or something.
Okay, I mean, like, I'm surprised. I thought you still would own it right now. Or are you just kind of?
No, I knocked the hell out of it, man. I got all 3 platinums on. I got 100% on each. I destroyed those games. I'm a huge Crash fan.
Okay. I just would have thought you would keep the game because of how much you're a Crash fan, but okay.
No. I like the collectibles and stuff, but I mean, eventually I'll probably grab a nice sealed copy of it.
No, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Because you collect the sealed copies. I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
But one interesting thing that so this is kind of what has made PlayStation a little bit different from everyone else at E3. PlayStation for the past 5 days, so on Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, and Wednesday, going backwards, they have shown, like, in the morning they would show one like trailer, a brand new trailer for whether it's a VR game, like they showed some for like a VR game, a release date for a big first party game, so on and so forth. Did you see those?
No, I did not. No,
okay, so on Wednesday they showed off this game called Tetris Effect, which is pretty much made by the guys who did Thumper.
Okay.
Or like a Resogun.
Okay.
Or not Resogun, but it's a rhythm game.
I'm familiar with Resogun.
It's a rhythm game, but you are playing Tetris at the same time. It looks really interesting. It's a puzzle game.
Gotcha.
Then on Thursday they announced the release date for the game Days Gone, with some new gameplay and kind of more for Days Gone.
Okay.
Which is coming out pretty much on the biggest day after the holidays, February 22nd of 2019.
Yeah, it seems like everything's coming out.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And I feel that it's because they're trying to hit. That's like the big day before like Q4 ends, I believe. Like Q4 ends in March, but like they're trying to get that game like within that last time, because you don't want to release it in March, because then you're because of how the games spike. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel that's what they're doing with that. And then next it's another Don't Nod game called Twin Mirror. Don't Nod has actually become very big, so they have multiple different teams.
I would say they have it feels like they have like 20 different games out. I mean,
I think it's the team who did Vampire are doing this one.
Oh, okay, I see.
Twin Mirror it's definitely a very much a different game. It's almost like it looks like weirdly Twin Peaks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You should look at the trailer, dude.
I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan.
It's pretty cool. And then this game is adorable. This was shown on Saturday. It's a game called Ghost Giant, and it's in VR. It's a VR game, and
Okay.
pretty much what it is that you are the actual Ghost Giant, and you're controlling everything in VR. So you meet this tiny little rat friend. They all talk and everything, and he's scared of you, and it's a very adorable little game in VR. It looks very, very interesting and fun. I know for you, you're like, adorable. Get that out of my face.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
But this one, I think you would be really down for. Have you gone on Facebook and seen just people doing those different songs?
I don't Facebook.
You don't Facebook?
I don't Facebook.
Okay.
I don't think
Oh yeah, I forgot.
No one should.
No one should. But have you heard of the game Beat Saber? It's Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not.
Oh, dude. Okay. It's I can't wait to play this game in VR. It's a VR game, and what it is that you use the Move controllers, and you are pretty much slicing tiles to the beat of the game. It's a rhythm game, but so think of it like you are playing drums on Rock Band.
Okay.
But instead of playing the drums, you have the Move controllers, and you're you're cutting things. Type in Beat Saber on go ahead and look that up so that way you know what I'm talking about. Because Beat Saber is awesome. That game, that's a very...
I've seen
yeah,
it. Okay.
that
I've
game.
heard of this before. Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah, that game is fun. That game is great. That's a very much a big requested game. And now they're like, yeah, we're bringing it to PSVR. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So what they... Again...
It looks like a good workout kind of game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely will do that. I need to get that workout in. Yeah. That was my workout for the week. All right.
Yep. Yeah. So you're gonna be okay for the show now?
Okay, I'm good. But what makes it interesting is that instead of waiting for the day to announce everything, they kind of just went hey, here's a little tidbit on this day. Hey, here's a little tidbit on this day. Hey, here's a
kind
little...
of feeding out a
just
little.
a little bit. It's not the big announcements, but they're big enough for PlayStation fans to care and kind of keep an eye on ooh, what is PlayStation doing over here? What do you think about that? For them to kind of just throwing out games every day.
I don't like the whole little breadcrumb thing. I actually like a nice big show, a nice big presentation with all of just one thing after another after another after another.
I'm not saying they're not doing that, but
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
So you think that this should have been saved for the pre-show?
Yeah, I would have liked not necessarily the pre-show. Just throw it all into the show. It should just be nonstop game bombarded with games. That's how it should be, in my opinion. I mean, I think that's how it used to be more so. Now it seems like we get everything leaked, and there's no element of we talked about this in the past too. There's no element of surprise anymore.
Yeah.
There's no wow, big moments and stuff like that. It's just kind of there's this. We knew about that already. Oh,
yeah.
Here's Devil May Cry. We knew about that, and blah blah blah.
I mean, the big what ended Ubisoft's press conference was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that would have been a big deal if I never knew about Odyssey. I would have.
Yeah, if we all didn't know what it was.
I would have lost my mind. I would have.
But now it's it's you knew about it though.
But I'm oh, okay, well, sweet. All right, what do you got? And I'm oh, this looks cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, so this is going to do that. And I'm doing lore thinking in my head, and that is shown on our live stream on Ubisoft. But I mean, with it being leaked, I'm kind of hoping that that leak of the order of the conference isn't true.
Yeah, because it was a very substantial leak. It basically gave us a blueprint of the entire conference. So
I'm not saying
we're gonna find out in 15
if
minutes here, but
if that is the case, I'm not mad because those are good games. A lot. I
didn't really see anything on there that I cared about aside from Medieval. Devil May Cry was on that list too, I believe, right? But we already saw that.
Bloodborne 2, which maybe that's not even a thing now because we thought it was Shadow's Die Twice, but now we know what it is because it's unless there is a Bloodborne 2 and there's a different team working on Shadow's Die Twice and then another team is working on Bloodborne 2. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna find out very soon here.
Yeah.
I hope it's wrong. I hope it's just a bunch of surprises.
Yeah.
It's just but I don't know. I mean, it feels like we had everything leaked. And
that's just the frustrating thing about E3.
We didn't really have anything that really blew us away so far. I mean, unless I'm just not thinking of something.
There was a good portion. There are surprises, but because
was there anything big that they showed so far at any of the conferences that wasn't already leaked?
I have the list, so let's see.
Well, Doom Eternal, we didn't have a leak for that, but we kind of expected it to come. Like, yeah, that's not a surprise. It was about time for a new Doom game.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know about Captain Spirit, but that's very niche.
Yeah, that's your game, all right.
No, yeah, I know. The acquisition of Microsoft acquiring 5 new studios, that was definitely a surprise. But if we're talking about game announcements, the Cuphead DLC, I didn't know. Dying Light 2. Did we know about Gears 5?
There was a rumor. Okay. Yeah, there was a leak for that. Okay. We didn't know about the Pop game, though.
Oh, man, we got to play the Pop!
That was a big Megaton drop right there.
I need to play that. Let's see. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we already knew. Nothing like what they showed off and what they explained in Ubisoft was really good, but I already knew about everything there, whether it's from last year or leaks. The Quiet Man and Babylon's Fall we didn't hear of, but those are games that are not happening anytime soon, or they're not happening this year, and they're probably going to come out either next year or the year after. Really, I think the biggest one that no one predicted was Elder Scrolls 6, but I think that one's also it's one of those.
We knew that was coming.
It's one of those come on, you need to call it.
Yeah.
Where is this game? Where? It's one of those we didn't expect it, but it is also give us this game.
Exactly. Yeah, we kind of sort of knew it was coming.
Yeah, Sea of Solitude from EA, Unravel 2. Yeah, there was nothing that we didn't already know. So,
which kind of sucks.
Yeah,
just use the Christmas analogy. Imagine you knew what 95% of your presents were.
Yeah.
Are you really excited to open them? It's oh, there's the thing.
It can be, but
yeah, it's just
oh, hey, I got this bike. Thank you, Mom.
And I saw this on Amazon 3 months ago that you ordered it. Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Yeah.
That's the thing is things like Amazon stuff has really ruined any kind of surprise.
No, it's the internet.
Yeah,
mind you, it depends. Again, this is Walmart is going to get really bad flack because everyone has been giving them crap. Even Ubisoft before the conference is they made fun of the keychain leak for Odyssey.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. They went ahead and said something "Hey, this is better than that keychain, right?" This conference will definitely be better than that keychain.
At least they're having a little fun.
Oh yeah, and everyone who said that Bethesda's press conference was cringeworthy. I think they're wrong. I'd say they're wrong completely.
It had a lot of cringe.
Oh, I love it.
Were,
what do you mean?
Scientists have analyzed it. There was very high levels of cringe.
But I loved it. I loved it. It was great. But I think after that day, I look back and I think Microsoft definitely did better. There were bigger announcements there. It's just a lot of even though what Bethesda showed off was Doom and Wolfenstein stuff. It's definitely that. I think right now Microsoft has the best press conference. Then Ubisoft. Then Ubisoft, then Bethesda, then Square Enix, then EA. In that order.
Yeah, reflecting on it, obviously I hated EA.
I think everyone did.
Microsoft was, surprisingly good. Really,
I would say that's the best one.
Was not expecting it to be so good. I guess in a way you could say it was the best one. Surprising. It's weird to say that. For all of its faults, I did enjoy the Bethesda presentation.
I'm not saying Bethesda's bad.
I think the first half of it was dog shit. It was just oh my god, please, let's get to real games.
I think
we got. The highlights of it was we got a confirmation of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 76. I think I would have been about 12 times more hyped if it was a single player game.
Oh, there's a petition going around about that.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
I heard something about that. Yeah, some rumblings about that. I heard a lot of different things about the conference.
No, like about the petition.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I heard a bunch of other stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, whatever. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll play it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I love Fallout, so we'll see. Elder Scrolls 6 finally announced, even though they didn't show us anything about it. Same with Starfield. It's announced, like you said. At least they're in, they're percolating now. They're it's something we're gonna hear more about now.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I mean, that was all good. What else was there? Bringing Fallout Shelter to PlayStation 4. It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Elder Scrolls Blades, I'm surprisingly okay with, just because it will be coming to console eventually. I would never play that game on my phone, but I will give it at least a shot.
I think
on console.
Well, I think Bethesda, they showed too much. Their whole press conference was about the future, not what's coming out this year or next year. It's about the future.
Yeah.
Like with them going, they even went. Todd Howard went ahead and said. Starfield, and then after that we were going to make, and then that was Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. So I mean, we heard rumblings about it. We knew it was coming eventually. But I mean, overall, not too bad. Like I said, they really wasted. I mean, it was very much a show that was saved by its second act in a way for me.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is definitely where I'm the most excited for, because now I like how separated all the conferences are, because now Sony can end the day and really knock it out of the park. They've been knocking it out of the park for a while now. I think last year was the 1 year they kind of took a back step. And it's only because I think they were worried about the X. They were worried about the Xbox One X. So they played it very safe.
I don't think they were worried about the Xbox One X.
I don't know, man. Like there were
like
lots.
I said, it's Mike. Like I said this before. Microsoft could have 20 different exclusives come out next year that are all AAA, and it still wouldn't really change the balance of things. It's momentum at this point.
I understand that, but then why did they show so many safe games? Why didn't they show off any?
I don't know. Talk to Sony, but I don't think it's because of Xbox One X. You mean the Xbox One X that didn't sell?
Yeah, I mean
they were terrified.
Well, yeah, but like again, the talk about the talk around the town.
If they should be scared about anything, it should be the Switch.
Well, yeah,
because it actually has somewhat comparable sales.
Well, yeah, but again, that's now. That's looking at it now. At the time, everyone was talking about the Xbox One X.
Yeah, everyone was going to trade in their PS4 and not buy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's like saying that that's like saying Sony was worried about the new Atari console. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
I don't know. Maybe I'm. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Spector. I love it that you are like I'm always. I love it where you're like I'm right, you're wrong. Blah, blah, blah.
Something like that.
Probably. Who knows? That's why I have you here, Spector. But you would be like, I want a medieval. What else would you like? If you could have a magic wand, what would you want?
Medieval. I like some kind of statue for it. Other than that, it's just stuff that's really way out there.
Like what? Like who cares if it's way out there?
I'm trying to think. Well, Sony specific stuff. Like I said, I don't really care a lot about Sony games in general. Like specifically Sony games. I like the platform. I like the features of it. I've always enjoyed it. But a lot of things that are. I mean, it's not.
The
specific. Oh well, features. Obviously, a big one for us that we've been advocating for forever is the ability to change our name.
Which they said they were going to go. They're like, we'll hear about it by E3.
Yes. So that would be.
This is the time. This is the time. This is where they need to go ahead and show. Like, this is where we're going to go. Yep, you can change your PSN name. So Lightning comes out and does that. Yes, that would be that because they said you will hear about it by E3.
Yes.
So I mean that you'll have that.
Sorry, I have to order something real quick.
Oh boy!
I'm ordering live on stream here.
Spector has to go ahead and order a thing because
it is a. All I'll say is it is a Fallout collectible that is limited to 300.
Woo!
So I am not gonna miss that.
Spector is all about that Fallout life.
Yeah. If silver lining, looking at the glass half full. If nothing else, even if Fallout 76 is disappointing, at least we got a lot of cool merchandise out of it. So.
Oh, there you go. But I mean, it'll be fun. But with this, I think again the strategy that we have said in our predictions video is that with PlayStation needs to be steady, continue progressing forward, continue keeping the momentum going, not taking a step backward, take some risks, just keep being steady, keep doing what they're doing, but also make some risks. Don't also like just do the
So don't
same
take risks, but take some risks.
No, like be steady. Being steady means moving forward. If you don't take risks, you don't move forward. You understand what you get it?
I guess so in a way, yeah, in a roundabout way, from a certain point of view.
Oh, okay. But for me, of course, I want to hear about Medieval. Personally, I would love to see some backwards compatibility.
Yeah, this has been some wallet rape this month.
Yeah, welcome to E3.
Oh, that's right. I still got one other thing that I wanted to order.
Oh boy, Spector! Jesus Christ, Spector!
But well, I mean, look at this. How can you say no to this? I mean, that's
it's a bottle.
It's Bottle and Cappy from Fallout. How can you not get that?
Okay. Wow. All right.
I need that in my life.
You need it in your life. But yes, we are about 5 minutes out from PlayStation's press conference.
That's just enough time for me to order.
Ooh, good. It's enough time for you to get this thing.
Got to do it. Shopping cart is fuck you, whatever.
Spectre's like, I need to buy this thing. But I definitely am looking forward to this. I really want to see more of Ghost of Tsushima. I think out of the 4, that's the one I want to hear the most about. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't made up my mind on yet. Like, obviously, I'm not going to get Last of Us Part 2. I'm not going to get Death Stranding. What was the 4th one?
Not getting Last of Us because you didn't like the first one. Because of who knows?
Exactly. I'm not getting Death Stranding
because Kojima.
Spider-Man, I'll probably play because I promised you I'd help review it.
Yeah.
So I will play that.
You probably will be playing
under duress. I will play.
You probably will be playing Death Stranding because we'll be reviewing it too.
I will not play Death Stranding. I'm not going to play that dog shit.
Dude, what if I forced you?
You'd have to buy the game for me. That's the only way you're going to get me to do it.
Ooh, funsies. But
yeah, back to Ghost of Tsushima. That's the only one I'm on the fence on. I don't really know anything about it yet. No, none of us actually do.
No.
So
but it's made by the Sucker Punch. So
yeah, so I'm most curious about that one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm definitely the most interested in. I mean, with what I would want, I don't think we are on a Sea Kingdom Hearts on this floor at all. We've already seen enough of it, and honestly, I would like to, of course, but there has to be something even more substantial, which I don't think they have. They already showed it at Microsoft, and they showed it at their own press conference. I don't think there's enough there, unless they go like, well, they already announced their collectors. Yeah, there's not enough. Yeah, I don't know. Got Spyro, which that was my wish. The only one I've always been asking for is a PlayStation All Stars 2, but that's a personal wish that I would like. So I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. He's got to make. Did you get it? Did you do it?
I'm good.
Okay, sweet.
I'm done shopping for now.
For now.
Hey, when something's limited to 300,
I know. Hey, man, I already got me the Gaia statue. So the Shadow Colossus statue.
You mean Gaius?
Gaius, yes. Did I say Gaia?
Oh, what do you mean you got it?
Like I pre-ordered it.
Oh yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant you got it. Like
no, like I own it. Like no, if I did, it would be like there.
Since when is it out? Like I'm checking my shit right now. Like, I'm like, how the fuck did you get one before me?
I have my connections.
Apparently.
But I mean, there's a bunch of good games, and I think with how PlayStation does their press conferences, theirs have always ran the best and have done the best job. So it'll be very interesting to see what PlayStation has in store for that. We are about 1 minute out. We are very, very close to getting this started. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the stream. So here we go. We're going to put it over here and put on the sound. And we're going to, bam, open that up. we're just gonna go ahead. There we go. So there we go. Gotta go ahead and get this up and going. So looks like they're kind of doing like some like little like pre-show kind of stuff, and yeah.
And we have an intruder.
Oh, we do.
Intruder alert.
We do. Give me a quick second. I apologize for that. Ooh, who'd this be?
Probably pizza, knowing you.
My anger unfurls to infinite vastness.
Oh, that's good
He's
enough.
gonna have to show me some shit that I'm gonna be really impressed over, because I'm very mad at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna need like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
He has to do the password before he comes in. What is the music of life?
Yeah.
Silence, my friend.
Alright. Well, we're gonna have to do this live in the stream here. Readjust a little bit.
Doesn't matter.
That's just how we roll here.
Yep. No, it always is. So how's it going, Marq?
Man, they banned me.
We need to get up a counter going for how many times he breaks that chair.
Yeah, pretty much.
They banned the young man. I said, yo, why did you ban me? I got banned during yesterday's stream. I wasn't even here to do anything that would get me banned. On my
Wait, banned from what?
on my PSN.
Banned from PSN?
Yeah.
For what?
So I called them this morning. I was like, yo, what's going on? They're like, yo, you gotta pay us money to get unbanned. I was like, what?
What?
What are you even doing? I assume
What the
it,
fuck?
I assume it might be some auto renewal thing, whatever. They keep me online with some tech service person, and then I gotta talk to a specialist, and then the servers crashed. And then once the servers were done crashing, I had to fill out a request form to get unbanned, but they couldn't access my information to renew my PSN because my PSN was banned. So then they had to get a spec.
We'll come back to this. Yeah, that's fucking fascinating though. I
There's deep
it's
anger.
like why?
The deepest.
It doesn't end that way. It
Need
doesn't
some
end that
volume.
way. But no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we
missed it.
decided
He
to
just announced
mix
PlayStation
it up
5.
a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we
Sitting on
want
like
to
a
impart
stage?
to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide.
Infuriates chicken.
And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we
sounds
look
so
at
nervous.
here at Worldwide Studios
Sounds like a
inside
garbage
Sony
press,
Interactive Entertainment,
sounds like a
we really
garbage
want
conference.
to take our love for
Yeah,
gaming
it's
and
we're off
make
to a
it
bad
sing,
start
and
here.
make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called.
Is
but
Kaz
certainly
Hirai in the
inside
back of a
our
gun,
studios,
like, pointing at
we
him?
see
Like, is there
gaming
like
as a
a-
vocation.
If we look at his
It's a
back, is there like a
calling.
red dot on it?
It's what we do, it's what we have to do.
But every
Our
time they
teams of
ever walk
creatives
out,
and
they're
studios
like,
and designers,
yo,
they have
we're
stories
just
to
gonna
tell
talk about the
and things
games
they want
we've
to
I
show
mean,
already
if I was
shown
them,
you.
I'd be
Like
walking
to
out there
take
like
you.
I'm Captain Big
That's what
Dick.
we're
Like,
trying to
hey,
do here
we're
at
doing
PlayStation.
awesome. Whoa.
This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you
Looks
in
like
a
they're
way
in a
that's going to
circus.
blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles
Church
to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So, without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santorea.
Ooh, yeah. The composer of Last of Us.
They're in a tent?
Yes. In like a church. It's awesome.
This is weird. This is
I
really,
like this.
This is really weird.
This is
Already,
awesome.
we're off to a very bad start.
Be quiet.
I don't like this at all.
I love this.
Neither
I don't
do
know
I.
what you mean.
I don't like this.
I think this is more personal.
Whenever I see a banjo, I think of that.
Right?
exclusive banjo coming to PlayStation 4.
Pre-order bonus.
4K banjos.
Banjo Royales.
Would it be funny if he just goes right into the Gerudo Valley theme? It's like, what the fuck? Like, this is weird enough as it is. Like, let's just go full tilt.
It's The Last of Us.
I know.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Is a priest going to come out and give a blessing for the conference? I can't wait to see Jim's reaction to this. Banjo-Kazooie 3 confirmed for PlayStation 4.
Oh shit. Banjo and Kazooie, but it's gritty.
Are they just trying
So
to save
it's
a lot?
just an actual banjo and a kazoo.
Are they just trying to save a lot of money this year? I mean, how much can it be to rent a tent? I mean,
Like, but when I saw the last time I saw people standing in front of a screen that looked like this and a stage interface like this, it was like PSX or that whatever that PlayStation like.
Yeah, it's PSX.
Yeah, PSX.
looks like they're gonna have
And
like,
it was garbage.
They're gonna come out and have
This is. I don't know what you mean. I think this is great.
it looks like they're gonna have like a human sacrifice.
No.
Those lighters up. Everyone's already on their phones.
Fantastic. I personally like this.
Fantastic.
I like this.
Fantastically bad.
Shut up, Spector.
Looks like there's like 100 people there only.
Yeah, because it's a more personal experience. I like this.
I don't go to E3 for personal. I go to E3 for blowout.
Yeah, like, I think
They're making themselves different
on
from
a presentation standpoint. Microsoft is winning a lot here. Uncharted 5 subverts all their expectations of Uncharted 5. Respect women's.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really hated me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there.
Model of Kojima.
Funny how
He's
ball be
like,
getting ready to schedule to go.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I gave you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I forgot.
She
in the last
said something.
time she was like came out the
Make it 1
shore
week. Ellie!
into the cold.
Hey! What took you so long? Well, I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. Such a dick. Come on.
Don't you hate it when Luke Kane keeps trying to get you to defend Outer World?
Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell?
Look, man, I just want to have my universally accepted, not at all questioned lesbian dance,
Garbage.
and not have to worry about Kung Lao jumping up in my shit. All right,
Gross.
these hat teleports are disgusting.
You love it.
but I mean, we could go further here. I mean, we could make her disabled, and we could
Oh my God.
there's what's called the stack. Okay, you gotta have the progressive stack. And That's how you make a good video game, is with a progressive stack, and they're getting better, because they have a girl-on-girl relationship and everything. They just gotta, they can go further, because obviously they're bigots, and I think that's clear right now.
Just a girl.
I said it was universally accepted. Those are my words.
This could be the whole game.
I think you should be terrified.
Press X to give tongue. That's me after I saw this game. I don't want to live in a world of this game. Got down first. I just don't think it's progressive enough. I can't support a game like this. I mean, clearly the people making it are Nazis. Because they're not progressive enough.
Okay. Seriously, Spector.
I'm staying with fear.
Way to help that man out.
Spread out.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself. Ethan. What? Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
mother, calling her wolf. Is that her animal kin?
Mm-hmm.
It's her tulpa. She's actually keeping him. She's getting revenge. These guys all trolled around her tumbler.
These dudes that don't know how to check their corners. Bow lady is gonna see you. She don't move. There you go.
Jesus Christ. Ooh.
Oh, dead. Instantly murdered.
See, I told you.
Next.
I'm excited for that.
And applause, man.
My thoughts on it were, I wonder what happened to that sentiment where The Last of Us 1 ended perfectly and it didn't need a sequel, but if it got one, it shouldn't follow Joel or Ellie.
No, I agree. I don't know
That
how
was
I
a
feel about
I think it's a really
look
nice
at
looking
The
engine. I
Last
wish
of
it
Us
was a game
Part
attached to
2.
it.
We're here
It is a
live
nice
in Los
looking
Angeles at the
engine. It's
PlayStation
I wish there was a
E3
game
showcase.
attached to it.
We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the
Intermission?
experience.
This
We'll
was
have a
one
little
game.
bit more to share on that later.
Are they
And I'm
moving
joined
from
by my
place
good
to
friend,
So the
Mike
four
Clement.
tentpoles
Schumann.
of
How are you?
I'm
The-
good. It's such a
yeah,
pleasure to be
the
here.
conference.
They
at
took the
PlayStation
10th thing
Showcase.
too literally.
And it's going to be a huge
No, so,
That
like-
is
That is a
later
very
when the
literal
showcase resumes.
interpretation of the four
And
temples.
what better guest to have for
These are our
joining us
core
about
pillars of
Worldwide
Sony.
Studios
We made these
than the
giant
chairman of
pillars.
Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here, and I think that was a
Tell us
very,
when we can change your goddamn names.
a very
Really,
powerful
though?
start for
Oh my God.
for this year.
That's right. And there's much more.
Well, you
to
can change
come,
yours
but I
now
do want to
because you're
zero in on the
banned,
last.
You got your wish.
Studios, you work
Lose
very
all my
closely
shit,
with
though.
Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious,
the bright side, you can
from your
pick any name
perspective,
you
where
want.
is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
You have something that
Well,
most
where's their head at?
PlayStation fans
I
have only
mean,
dreamed
they're
of.
everywhere. They're looking at what could
Only
be the
had to
next
be banned
iteration
for
of the
no
Last of Us
reason.
series.
Yep.
And I think what we saw tonight, I mean,
I hate
that
to say it,
piece
good luck
of-
appealing
of-
that.
Of content was so impactful.
I'm working.
I mean, the whole relationship between
I
Ellie
can
and
get
Dina
it
going
unbanned,
into the combat
fuck
sequence.
yeah.
Really
They're
shows
like
that,
the mafia.
they're pulling
Once you're
all
out
the
of the
stops
family, you're out of the
over at Naughty
family.
Dog, and they're going to have a
There's no
very
coming
broad
back.
and ranging game that's not going
They
to be
whack
only
you.
Like it was
only
damn
work out as a
near.
player,
It
but
was
you're gonna
like
have to
throw
just
my
think in
PlayStation
person
out a
with
window
what
and
you're coming up
period.
against.
And I, can't
I would
wait to
probably
see
more
more of that. That was
easily
first
the
gameplay
most
we saw
angry
there. The
I've
Last
ever
of Us Part
been.
2.
I would probably stop
Looking
myself
obviously
mid-throw, though, and
incredible.
be like-
And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide
I'll trade
Studios
this in again
lately.
next
I mean, it's just been unbelievable.
That would be my
Horizon,
immediate reaction.
and
Buy
God of
another
War,
Xbox.
needs no
I would
introduction.
buy an
And
Xbox.
Detroit Become
My
Human. I
immediate
mean,
reaction
what
would
is
be
the
banned.
secret? And what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And, I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. It's a celebrated game that's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus.
Right.
Is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
It's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus was something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War
But now it's
as a
plus.
2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy.
The
I will
story
somehow
is so
find
well
more
done.
time.
But, okay.
I would
I will
love
find
to
time.
have my
He wasn't
already
watching.
finished
Okay, thank God.
here
Yeah,
and
yeah.
replay the
Kids still
story.
tries to know.
That's
Fight
it.
harder.
But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the
But isn't
amazing
part of the
team at Santa Monica Studio
experience
are making
leveling
that
up?
Hey,
happen.
if we can create
Getting that stuff.
functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build,
I would want to play it with my
Excellent.
finished
Fantastic. So
out.
New Game Plus, that is confirmed.
Gear.
It is coming to God of War. We'll have full details on PlayStation blog shortly.
Because the whole point of it
There's
is
a lot
the
more to talk
story.
about too.
Like,
Yeah, and
why
actually,
would
Sean,
you
I wanted to ask you
start
about that.
the
About a
game
month
like-
ago, you did something a little bit
If
out
you're
of the
playing- I
ordinary
know
for our
it's
team,
blasphemous,
and you kind of came out and talked about the
If you're
4
playing
main
Legends
games
of
that
Zelda,
we would be
you started
highlighting
with the master story,
tonight's
you have the
PlayStation
rest of the
Showcase. I
game.
was wondering what the
And
thought
the highlight
process
seal.
was there.
And
Well,
all
every year
the
we try to
bestest
let
stuff. You
the
can just
stories
walk
we
up
have
to
to
Ganon
tell
and fuck
design
him
the
up. Like,
experience we're
that's
going to
just,
create.
there's no
And this
game
year
at
we
that
felt
point.
that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the four
For
big
me,
killer games
especially
we're
with
working
something
on
like
right
God
now.
of War,
And
part of
get
it
to
is,
see
like,
a bit more about the stories you're trying to tell and the way it's going to be
effort
expressed
and
and
the
what they get out of
graft
it.
that I have
It's
to
a
put
really
into
wide
getting that
range
stuff
of
kitting out,
titles there. Anything from
Kratos and
The Last of Us 2 we just saw right now
and
through Death
getting us to the
Stranding
point where we
and
can
Spider-Man
fight
and Ghost. So
big, beefy threats.
this year I wanted people to know that
And
don't come here expecting to
once
have
I got
some big
that, like,
flashy
it's a measure to
new
show me how
idea
much
come out,
stronger
or some
I've
big
become.
surprise come out. Come here and sit
You
with us
know,
and walk
but,
with
like,
us as we get
to
through
then just
to
start
see
the game with
the
that,
background stories and deep inside. of
So you
the
just
world.
basically just said.
And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal
That's all
games
I'm
that
saying.
you're most excited about?
I'm
They're all
here to
fabulous,
see
and I
some
think the teams are really
Spider-Man.
crushing it
If
right
I
across the
don't
board.
see
But
some
one thing I
Spider-Man,
would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores.
Yeah,
And that's
this
our favorite
might
web
just
slinger,
be
of
a
course,
waste of my
Spider-Man.
time.
So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think
Just
the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
Great to see you.
Use me anything for me in this
All
game.
right, please do. And
Where the hell?
we do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
Oh boy.
Zit duty.
Are you sure that we should be fetishizing this gun violence in today's climate?
Right. Exactly. Think of the children. That's what I always say.
Lord knows they tried to take out Eminem over that shit.
We can't lose Eminem. He's our greatest rapper. I mean, you have
He's
to,
all you got going for you.
you have to understand the level of genius it takes to come up with a line like, "That's an awfully hot coffee pot." That is a level of genius that no rapper has ever been able to obtain. Was from that line.
The greatest achievement in all of rap. Never in the history of rhythmic words.
A meme was
We are
born
having
that
the
day.
PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about.
I've never
We've got
seen a
some good
man
friends as well.
kill his career so
Meredith
quickly.
Molinari and Ramon Russell.
It was
Welcome.
a thing of beauty.
That's
Good to
right.
have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we
We're all
keep this
these two.
moving here, and when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch
Because
day.
you can't make new
But what
shit.
we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well, for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting.
Buy it.
Oh.
Damn it.
So tonight, we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3, because
There you
not
go,
only do
your
we get to share
favorite
awesome
game.
news with our audience,
You
but
better. I'm
PlayStation Plus
expecting
subscribers
for you to get your
get a
fat
little tasty
release
treat.
today.
Little
funny.
mini E3 supply drop for
Yeah,
you
there
there.
you go.
Back to playing Far Cry 5.
2 days.
I'll go back to getting my. In 2 days, I'll get my
Really
platinum Far
cool
Cry 5.
announcements.
You
Last
still
week we
haven't
did our
gotten your
countdown, kind
platinum
of
Far Cry.
ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
I'll get my platinum Detroit.
That's right.
That's
We
what
have
we'll
the
do.
countdown
Oh, I
to
thought she
E3
had,
and
like,
5 game
a brief
reveals and
section of her
updates
hair, but
over
those
the
are
span of
earrings.
5 days.
Okay,
a lot
cool.
of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look
Jealous
back
of human.
at the highlights.
Jubilee spot.
They're really getting good at those androids nowadays. Like those-
Deal with both of you. Again.
the realism they get now is incredible.
Yeah, this is Tetris effect.
Wow.
Because these are the, I believe they're going to be showing the 5 games that they showed over the past 5 days.
So Days Gone, Tetris Effect.
Fun's gone.
And then this is the one that I was talking about. This is Twin Gears.
I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up. Focus. Remember. From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
This. Yeah, this.
It looks like a cool workout.
Okay.
You have the lightsabers and you twirl them around.
You've never seen that game? You've never seen Beat Saber?
Welcome back. We're just a few
I've
minutes away
played
from
some
the
Fruit
E3
Loops,
PlayStation Showcase. I mean,
But now
when
it's
I say a
with
few minutes, I mean,
lightsabers.
we're really. So let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we could see the
These poor people, they
crowd
have to keep
is
moving
seated.
from like 10 to 10.
The people are about ready to go. The show's about to continue.
I
about
wonder
to
if this
move
whole
into the
thing is
big
going to
event.
have
Yeah,
a
it was great
prolonged
to see the
series
countdown
of
stuff, but I do
jumping
think that there's like maybe one more thing we can
between
sneak
four
in
with
there before
commercial
we cut
breaks.
our way to the showcase.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next next franchise boasts a huge, loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do. And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
I'm gonna need your gamer tag when I get my Xbox again.
Yay, Cade died.
Please let this game die.
Really though.
Please, God, just let it die. If you can have it all.
I can't wait.
That would have been better.
I can't wait for the Beyond the Grave Johnny Cash cover of Destiny.
That was a powerful look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4.
What's that?
Great enhancements and content for that one. And
man,
yeah,
oh
it
boy,
looks
don't
really
know
good.
that
A lot of
character
buzz
that
about
I've been
the
given
end
all
of
this
the coming
time
up,
to
and guess
fall
what?
in
You
love with
can play it
and
again.
care about the outcome.
bad.
of.
But
I don't care.
there's barely any time because we're about to get to the show.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the
Furious
PlayStation
Chicken
E3
Little.
showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should
Yeah,
we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Mm-hmm.
I do have an interest in this game.
Let's see the gameplay.
Also, A+ on the incredibly Asian flute player.
Maybe like his great grandfather was Asian. I don't know.
He's playing the shit out of that flute, though.
Blowing into that shaft. He is the last samurai. Ghost of Tsushima, starring Tom Cruise. I think it's been like a Dragon Force song in that.
I think he's playing the shit out of that flute.
Playing it to honor his ancestors from Tennessee.
Country roll. Take me home.
I hail from an ancient land
I
called
really
Baltimore.
can't.
West Virginia.
I can't do it.
Everybody's on their phones.
I am pumped about. Unironically, I am.
I'm
pumped
actually.
about Ghost of Tsushima.
I am really excited to see Jim's reaction to this. Last of Us, wow. Wow. Of course, they're in the DLC thing.
Temple's close.
What? It's not subbed? I like the Kurosawa vibes. Oh damn, they got raw. It's a gorgeous looking game.
It's a little shiny. There's a thick layer of Vaseline over everything, but maybe it just rained.
Nobu, come.
I need for this game to have two options.
I was gonna say,
One, a completely Japanese audio track.
it really can't break the immersion to have them speak English.
With subs. And two, a film grain filter that I can overlay to make it look like a shitty '60s samurai film.
In black and white.
Yes, it's a widescreen black and white mode would be appreciated. So we can do like some like early era Kurosawa.
Where are they?
Thanks, passerbys, for answering my questions.
Let's go talk with the great Deku tree.
Absolutely can't deal with you.
Oh no,
Enough!
that guy died. Oh, they, also the Mongols can speak Mongolian, but you.
I'm Mongolian. My kitty wolf. It's weird seeing Raiden use a sword. I mean, she uses lightning powers, you know.
I hope that it stays HUD. Oh, there's one.
That's one.
I hope that it stays HUDless.
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
Yeah, it's nice to not have that.
You think the monk's a hero.
We need him.
But if you're gonna go with no HUD, like you said, you really need to have that Japanese.
Yeah. Really just throw you into it.
We can take them.
No. Remember Sako Bridge? We strike quietly. They kill the monk.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
Got a Kusari gone.
Sushi. Start.
Please, I do not understand. He called reinforcements. We have to move.
He stole his anime body pillow. Prepare to die.
Oh no.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
No, I was really hoping that there was a run at each other samurai 1/1 dude falls minigame. Like a really in-depth game of rock, paper, scissors. This some lovely framing. Yep.
Hear them coming? That's our enemy.
This is really cool.
Very arty. The fuck out of that last of Us we can all agree on that.
I like Last of Us Part 2. Like, I am looking forward to it. I
needed
just
more...
don't know how I feel about them following Ellie. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's because you don't respect women.
Oh, please, Spector.
You don't like strong women.
Shut up, Spector.
He doesn't like strong women. Women's.
I think he likes strong women.
I'll pre-order this. I want the collector's edition.
Okay.
With the fucking banana.
I feel like this is Dreams, but I'm not. Oh, it is.
Dreams?
Yeah, it's that Media Molecule game that's been in development for God knows how long.
Coming in 2025.
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
What else is Media Molecule made?
Little Big Planet.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't look like the Little Big Planet.
No,
guy.
they just showed that, and then this is a different game.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
say this can't still be Dreams, right?
I was
No,
like,
this is
whoa.
not Dreams. This is not dreams.
This is Crapception. Doesn't have enough strong women.
I don't know, man. She's stopping time. She's got telekinesis. I don't know how much stronger that.
They're clearly bigots.
That's a pretty strong woman.
Interesting camera work there for a second.
Control.
I dig it.
That looks right.
Control.
Oh, it's gotta be that way.
I can't deal with these things.
Oh, it's 505.
Oh, it's riveting. Nice.
It's cool.
It doesn't have enough strong women. They hate women.
To be fair, if it had if it had more women in it, you'd only bitch.
She needs to have an estrogen firing gun.
Spector, please stop. Oh, for the love of God, please stop.
It's gotta be this way, man. Oh, not the pizza. Good Lord.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game.
Wow, you are really tiny.
The Revenge, Toy Story 4.
It's that Ant-Man DLC.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you're playing Splinter.
Stay back, sir. I got this. What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off.
Splinter, no.
Oh, shit.
American Werewolf.
Oh, hey!
Holy crap!
There we go. That's Leon. That's a Leon
Will we get,
Kennedy.
Holy crap!
Will we get Rat DLC?
Attention, all citizens.
Yeah, I know that. I know that alleyway. I know that police.
Don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
I can get down.
Whatever it takes to save
I
us.
know you are.
I can get down.
I surely pulled that leak list. So far, everything's coming true.
Survival's your responsibility.
God damn it.
Will you help me? Of course.
It's an impressive display of strength.
There he is.
But we never meant for this to happen.
Liquor. There he is.
It's coming. It's coming back.
Resident Evil 2?
Resident Evil 2. It's their RE remake.
Oh, crap.
Remember they announced it a few years ago? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everything gets on.
Hey, it's Mr. X. It's pre-orderable today.
Oh, you just get restless.
Or we're sorry we interrupted that medium molecule shit to hit you with some Ghost in the Shell real fast. But now back to the Little Big Planet.
From Scotch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platform stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, it's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game.
All they had to say was Rick and Morty, and that was immediately out. It's like
Jesus
a leopard
Christ!
bell.
Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
Wow, I've never seen more people waste their time.
You not like blow like a big gust of air in my face next time?
Just
sort of like if I went.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Wow. More Kingdom Hearts.
Wait, Kingdom Hearts is coming out?
More Kingdom Hearts.
It's coming out? Really?
More Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you always did like
Is this our third trailer from E3 now?
Yes.
First one was Frozen. What was the one
Nope.
from yesterday?
Nope. So first one was on Microsoft about Frozen.
Yeah.
Today was at Square Enix where it was similar, but they showed different story elements. This is a completely new trailer.
Yeah, just pirates.
Which yeah, I like that. Oh! Hey, yo, Ubisoft.
You back in the organization?
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I'm looking for a box.
Get down!
Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait!
Oh no!
Stop!
Farewell. Arendelle is safer with me staying up here.
Oh,
Please, go away.
And the unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end,
That
you'll
was the
finally
gayest thing
realize
I've ever
what
seen.
destiny has in store
I love
for
it.
you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
These bad boys.
Axel?
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
Oh man, I see those PVC figures getting made
Wood
right
bang.
now. That's a problem.
Would bang.
Oh. See, do not like that at all.
Oh God! Well, that exists. Because you get the whole story is only on PlayStation.
I'm talking about their package. These poor guys just want to show their game. They keep interrupted.
Oh my God!
Let them show their dreams game.
Hey, baby. Oh, that was a butt.
You guys ready for Dog dog shit.
Death Stranding, but now,
aren't you excited for this?
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. But much unlike you, Spector's constant real life shit posting does not sway my enthusiasm.
Chiromallergy. So, you have dooms.
Walking
like
Dead
me?
season 9.
What's your level?
I've got the extension factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is a backpack right there. That's some gameplay. Multiple players? That's not young man Norman. Man, Norman Reedus is naked a lot in this video game. That's my fetish.
You're an elite team of necrophiliacs.
I want you to put me in this bag and carry me up the Swiss mountainside. It's the only way I can get off nowadays.
Tactical walking action.
Oh no, not the bike. Look at this treachery. Who is this man? They're staunchly refusing to. Oh, it's still young man Norman. Oh, ow. Ponytail Norman. Give me your hand.
Shrooms are kicking in. Reedus versus Predator.
Cool to see that that actress that like Kojima Productions was like, hey, we hired this actress, and who is she gonna be? I guess it's her.
Who is she supposed to be?
I still don't know. Her?
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time flow fast forwards whatever it touches. but I can't wash everything away. Past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Soundboard bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Our radio density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. It's possible.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
I don't think he even knows what he's doing. I think he, whether or not
he has a very strong crush on Margaritas, and
I mean, like he has very strong crushes on virtually every main protagonist of his game.
Good.
Did you like it?
A quick to bright day keeps the time fall away.
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Yeah, that's the actress. That's her. This is like some high-minded, wacky sci-fi, and that's just the type of experimental looks at science fiction that like I can get behind. Because there's the safety net of like robot parts and corruption in government and augmentation and all that jazz. Ooh, hey, Coach Masawa, hit me with it. Hit me for one time. Yeah, with that young Neo hat on. What?
Now it looks like we're at a normal PlayStation.
Yeah.
Neo 2.
Wow.
Like straight up sequel.
Hey. Let's go.
Woo!
Let's make it happen.
That's right.
They gotta do something. Shadows Die Twice is coming up next. Thought they were gonna hit me with an Onimusha for a half a second. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen like an Onimusha or like an Owl, right?
Yeah. It sold very well.
Just let them show their game.
They're working really hard. Like, we'll get a whole trailer in eventually.
Eventually. This game, just letting you know the game exists.
Yeah.
Don't we have to switch tents again?
Raft?
The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms not up and down. What's your status?
I've got to switch tents.
Here.
Yeah!
It's Spider-Man. I was like, that's a Marvel thing, the raft.
It was. Let's go.
It's like a floating super prison for villains.
Love the optimism.
but in my experience, when it looks bad,
Hello, Electro. You know what this harkens back to? This is giving me Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro vibes.
Because
Electro?
on
like,
a raining building.
Well, yeah, because like the ending boss in that is that you are
on top of a building in the rain fighting Electro.
Yes.
Yeah.
you okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the park, just in time for the fight.
I like this look.
Do we have to review this?
Yes.
Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
All right, Detective Yuri. Hi, the actual Yuri Lowenthal.
Back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay?
We'll fight through this sea of goons.
God, this game looks so good. Oh, it's great.
That doesn't sound good.
Is that Rhino?
Yeah.
Ribs all out.
What is he talking about?
Power is that he's a rhino.
His superpower is that he's wearing a suit that resembles a rhino.
Prison with every criminal I put away in the last 8 years.
So it's not that he's a rhino, it's that his pants are rhino.
Hello, Scorpion.
This is too good to be true.
That's a good look.
That is a good look for Scorpion.
I was in the middle of a phone call and it was busy.
Green Goblin? Bomb for Green Goblin?
Don't let up!
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
I like that he can swing and also kick a dude at the same time.
They're all on the loose.
Cinematic
What's
stuff
going
is
on in the
nice.
rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking the
And some. The way they animate just character mobility.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase. Gotta stop this guy. If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
Who's Vulture?
Vulture, long time no see. We're going to have so much.
Yeah, he's a shitty old man. That's what I want.
Never know less about what's not going on right now.
You're right.
I got the security cameras back online.
As someone who's wanted a pure, unadulterated Spider-Man video game experience, porn.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading to the city.
If they didn't get me with Batman, they're not gonna get me with Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is one of the first, like, it's one of the opening salvo of video games that comes after, that was cool. Yeah. That comes after Marvel, replaced their head of, like, media, pretty much, for like, video games and, like, interactive stuff. And, they did away with the Sega deal, which is only producing terrible video games.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm kind of sad to see Beanox go, because, you know, I feel like Beanox had some nifty ideas, but it was time for some new blood to hit Spider-Man.
And Insomniac doing this, like,
and they wanted to, so.
Oh, yeah.
You like my new suit?
I like it.
Oh, I like this.
It's an exclusive club.
The worst film of them all.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
Look how radioactive, man. It's the worst film of them all. The Scoutmaster. Get him, Scout.
If only there were one more, we could get some. We could tease some Sinister Six.
That would be.
Right now, it's kind of the superior foes of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man dies. Game over. Howard the Duck saves him.
Jesus Christ.
Howard the Duck.
So there is Sinister Six.
Okay. I'm excited.
I do like how they're not having people come out and talk about it for fucking 20 minutes. So,
I mean, that is a welcome change.
This is an efficient show.
Well, then again, that's always kind of been Sony's deal, where it's like, no fucking conversations, no fake demos, just games.
I think they should be terrified of you.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
You do not hesitate.
That's it? It can't be it.
How is that? Is that it?
That can't be it.
That is dog shit.
That cannot be it. If this is the end of the conference, we got problems.
We still gotta show off Dreams. They've been trying for the last 20 minutes. They gotta announce our name change.
Oh my god.
They gotta announce our name change.
Everyone else is like,
everyone's like,
is that all? No, this is real.
Another intermission.
What? No.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great world.
Wow!
That was
terrible.
Wow!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Wait.
Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show!
Oh my
That's
gosh.
nice. Top highlights, go. Oh,
That was a show?
That was the show!
Xbox One E3.
Wow!
No, Bethesda One
Yeah, same.
No.
No.
Not after the first half of that conference. No.
But also,
But in the terms of raw video games, I'm forced to buy.
Thank you.
but the thing is, all the video games they've shown
That
are
looks so
coming
good. I know a lot of
out
us fans been
far
waiting for
later.
that one. And there was a
But
moment where you're like,
well, let's move it over. Let's move it over.
Talk about what our gamer tags are going to be on Xbox.
Let's go ahead and move this over because
I mean, I already
holy,
have an Xbox gamer tag.
holy crud!
Because you can actually do that on Xbox.
I did. It was one thing, and then I paid
Isn't
$10.
there also a new game though? Should we leave it on?
I paid $10.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I'll.
Is this more Command and Conquer mobile game?
It looks as if. I mean, I don't want to make any
Let's
promises.
just
but it looks as if
God of War
it
2 coming in July.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah. By the way.
Where's my release date for Medieval? They didn't even get to my lowest of low expectations.
Like,
I can't wait to watch Jim's take.
oh my god! Like, I don't even know. Like, how, oh my god!
I told you it was gonna be bad.
Wow!
Didn't I not tell you?
No, I like.
We were sitting here going, this is going to be ass. Whenever they bring out the small screen, I just think of PSX, and it's always ass.
I mean, they must have had like some student loans to pay off or something this year. 'Cause that was a cheap ass show. I mean,
I don't, God, because like, I think like with them beginning it with the small area, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, personally, I was like, okay, so we're doing it here. We're gonna only do it here. Okay, it makes it a little bit more.
I thought they were gonna keep changing the venue.
That's what I thought.
If they did
if that was that would be maddening. That would be maddening.
Like for them to keep moving between things. I could at least understand why each individual piece was so like roughshod if that was the case. But it's like whenever PlayStation has one of these, we ain't got nothing this year. I'm like, so immediately when the friggin'
wow, even worse than I expected it to be. Wow.
Yeah. When
like
when Homeboy walked out and was like, "Hey, we're gonna show you some cool. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna talk about."
I see why he was nervous now.
Yeah, I could tell off Jump Street. Could read his body language.
Oh, here, this is the.
Studio Japan.
What else are they remaking?
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still.
There's more Sekiro?
Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
No, because that was the case.
Yeah, this is not Western at all. This is more Bloodborne.
It might be
Bloodborne.
Because we can get some more Bloodborne. Hey,
doesn't look like Bloodborne.
I don't know.
Watch this. Armored Core just flies to us. Armored Core Nexus 5.
I mean, like FromSoft just came out. They came out with Sekiro, and a re-release of fucking Metal Wolf.
Yeah.
So hey, what's this? This is looking like a Souls game. This is looking like a Soulsborne style game. I can tell from the character models and how like low poly they are. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Durasign.
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure.
That's a VR game that From Software is
doing. It actually plays yet.
I like normally we would move it back over to like the full screen of us, but like that like I don't know how you feel about this. My God.
Well, I mean, it isn't too late. I mean, we still have. We still have the Xbox sales. We can still get our Xboxes for a reasonable price. Because that was like a dog shit. That was dog shit stacked on top of more
like
dog
as like hardcore PlayStation fan. Like there are things that like PlayStation does that I can like be like that was bad, but I'll let that pass. No,
let's order our Xbox One X's
right now. Have they released a ceramic white one yet?
No, not yet. But it is $449.
But well, let's talk about this.
I mean, we need to come up with new gamer tags and stuff too. So yeah, let's talk about that.
You're funny. So first we started in that.
You have your list, right?
Yeah, I do. So first we started off with Last of Us Part 2 in.
Well, I don't think they're gonna announce any more games, so we can go over to our face cam.
Okay.
Yeah, we can turn this shit off.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and do that.
Is there more footage?
I don't know. That's why I'm leaving it up. I don't know.
Just put it just lower the volume.
Well, that's what I did. I
lower maybe more, so it's almost
we're doing
inaudible.
Even more Spider-Man. But what does this even mean?
Like I don't know. Well, we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it here. We'll leave it here. It's being played in the background. We'll continue talking over them, and I don't know if this is I don't even know if this is the post show. Is this it? I don't even know. I would think this is the post show, but then they showed Destiny, which is a brand new game. So I mean, I don't know.
We have to go to Twitter. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll just if there's any more announcements, we will definitely let you know. So let's transfer over. Okay, Wow.
Garbage.
That was bad. That was
garbage.
really
It was
bad.
hot. People in the crowd was like, "Is that all?"
Like there's a problem when you end your conference and go, everyone in the crowd is like,
They're looking at each other like, should we get up?
Are we supposed to leave? Are we moving somewhere else? Like
they probably deployed the ushers. Then like, okay, you can leave. Like, okay, everyone. Do I get up?
Are they gonna dump leaves on me?
Or are we gonna go to like outside where we're gonna see more Spider-Man? Or are we like gonna go?
Do seasons change everything?
Like, God. All right, so let's start top to bottom. So Sean Layden came out and he kind of started talking about
nervously.
Started talking about how like he's introducing these different stories and that kind of thing. Just kind of introducing E3. And then, like, for me, when it's starting, I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Like, it's just gonna be here. That's it. Sweet. So it's just gonna be more personal. It's very different from what everyone else has been doing. So I thought that was very cool. And then they showed off Last of Us.
No, like for me, if they were gonna do something different and more intimate than what everyone else was doing, they would have done what they did the one time we went to go see it in the theater, and they got like that big amphitheater.
Oh, okay.
Like that was cool. Where it's like the architecture of the building is different. And that's a place.
Oh, okay. I see.
So you get like a big Coliseum style theater.
E3 2016.
Yeah. Like when we like that was cool, and they had a whole orchestral pit and Bear McCreary going nuts playing God of War.
And that same orchestra was playing like everything.
Yeah.
I got you covered.
Like,
I got you covered.
Thank you, buddy.
I want it's gonna be your background.
Autismo.
Yep.
Autismo. Hate you guys.
Can you cosplay as him? Go to a convention. I'll get you an Autismo shirt printed.
Thank you, Spector. I appreciate it, Spector.
But yeah, so he comes out nervously. Well, I guess on one hand, you can't say they didn't warn us.
Yeah, like
they promised us shit.
I've seen,
and they gave us shit.
When I saw the setup, I've seen this before. You and I have been watching E3s for a long time. I've been watching E3s since before I knew you. When they pull out the small TVs,
we got problems.
When ain't no chairs,
we got problems.
Or when there's couches in a small little intimate setting. Hey, let's just talk. And Sean Layden doesn't come out with a T-shirt with the logo on it. We got a problem.
So
I spotted that shit from Jump Street. They already banned my ass. I started the appealing process while I wasn't here for the pre-show. But fam.
Wow.
Let's just start going let's go through game by game.
So, Last of Us Part 2, we already know how your feelings about that game, Spector.
I will say it's a very pretty looking game.
Yeah, Naughty Dog's games are always very pretty.
It's not progressive enough for me, though.
I can't deal.
Of course.
I can't deal with it.
They should have made her hair blue, and they should have talked about her Tumblr.
Oh, man. Come on.
Okay. Fine. Thank you, Spector.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. My opinion on Last of Us Part 2, when I saw that first trailer at PSX 2 years ago, I was excited to see that there's a Last of Us Part 2. What got me more interested and got me more excited was what we saw at Paris Games Week last year. It was about where it was a trailer of the twins. We didn't see Ellie at all or Joel or anything. It was just we saw that and I got more excited. I'm like,
and that super muscular hero woman who was getting in the process of getting lynched.
Yeah.
And
is it hanged or hung?
Hanged.
Is it hanged?
Yeah, hanged.
We need to go to
when it's in the lynching process is to be hanged by the neck.
So,
anyway.
So if we would be, Todd Howard would be hanged if we were going.
But then we saw more.
I mean, say what you say about Todd Howard. That man sold me on Fallout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a Fallout now. Let's play Fallout together, Spector.
He doesn't want to because he wants to play single player. But anyway,
let's play.
Plus, I'm gonna do it on my PlayStation. Well, we'll see. We gotta talk about changing the title of the show. I think.
But anyway, the gameplay.
We could be because we're naming it after controllers. We could be the gaming dukes. The Dukes of Gaming.
Dukes of Gaming.
I love it. We're gonna do it.
Game Duke.
Dropping a Duke all over your face this week.
I can't, Spector. I just absolutely can't. Okay, so what I did like, I liked the gameplay. I liked how they took what they did in Last of Us Last of Us 1, and they added more to it. You could do more things. When it comes to the narrative, that's where I'm very much like on the fence about. I don't know how I feel about it. That's the best way that I can describe it. Is I don't know how I feel because of how perfect Last of Us 1 ended and finished, and just from beginning to end, it felt like a perfect closing. So like, narrative wise, I don't know how I feel about Last of Us Part 2. That's my opinion on that.
Once again, it's a gorgeous looking game. Of course, with my resident title of Best JW, I can super duper get down with a character. You know, like, so long as they don't treat it like it's a big thing. Like, yeah, you establish it that she's a lesbian, but if she's just fucking dudes up, you know, like, if she can just go out there and like whoop some ass and like be and manages to keep her integrity as a cool character, if she's written well, if she's presented well, then okay. You know, of course I would have liked to see, you know, the new characters that they established, because I found out recently in my like interaction with the latest Star Wars films where like there's this incessant need for across the entire galaxy and the trillions upon trillions of life forms all over the entire canon of that world, only 12 people matter. And like, I'm scared that The Last of Us is going to turn into a, you know, Ellie, Joel and Ellie, and then now it's Ellie and then a friend, and then that friend and then another friend.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to see a wholly separate stories taken, but like they were in like Boston was the first.
Yeah, the story of Last of Us was pretty much like going from, I believe, Boston to Maine.
Yeah. Like what was happening in California?
I don't know.
What was happening in like Wyoming, Montana, Washington State,
Wisconsin?
Like what was going on in like all those weird? Lord knows you're getting the Fallout game that's jerking it over being set in West Virginia.
I won't do it.
So like, just show like.
There's two.
Show me something like tell me a completely different story, and show me that multiple people show me that this world matters and not a handful of people in that world matter.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about that. And I agree with you completely. Then next we got they just then we had that wonky transition where I was like, all right, everyone get up and leave. Go to the arena.
We got to vamp for time.
And then you had like the hosts that we've had for the past 5 days to announce these games, and they were like, oh, vamp. Here's some Call of Duty stuff. We're gonna put the maps from the past Black Ops games into 4 and 3.
And 3 is gonna come out for free because that's the only way we can sell it to you.
Ooh, like, awesome! Yay!
It is the worst.
Hey, yeah. Then I think it was during that same vamp we got another trailer for Destiny 2 Forsaken. I guess that vamp was Activision time. You know, like normally we would get like just a set of trailers. Like here's this Activision game, here's this Activision game, blah blah blah. Vamp, Activision. Vamp, Black Ops 4. Vamp, Destiny 2. Like, oh God, no.
I can't get down with that.
I can't. And then they moved it to the arena, and then we saw the Ghost of Tsushima demo. Like, it was a straight up and down gameplay demo.
Like I knew immediately on start of the conference that they're like, oh, this is just going to be gameplay of all the games that we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
That's all this is going to be.
Yep.
Just gameplay.
Are we done talking about Last of Us Part 2 yet?
I've already moved on to Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, good. Okay,
You a-hole!
I wasn't paying attention.
Fucking a-hole!
It says the Hearthstone began.
Yep.
Oh my.
Oh, it looks as though the Hearthstone Oh.
No, it always does that.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima, the one highlight of an otherwise very shitty show. I liked it. It looks good. Very, very arty. Nothing in it that really turned me off to it. It looks fun. Kind of a stealth action game with a focus on kind of more of a elegant samurai swordplay type of combat. So it looks so okay. I might actually pick that one up. So yeah.
I've been hype off Jump Street.
I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Yeah, like when you saw it before I did, actually.
It was on Paris Games Week.
Yes, it was a Paris Games Week. And you saw it and you were like, Brett, dude, get your butt over here right now. And I'm like, oh, okay.
For what? What's this?
One, because Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. One, because it was hype, and two, because it was Sucker Punch.
Yeah, and that trailer was the best way to get me excited. Because what they did, the first trailer, the reveal trailer, is they showed up Paris Games Week, and you were like, dude, come here.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you a thing.
They showed you a whole bunch of dope-ass video games, and it sold you on the premise, and then it ended. But, like, if the premise hadn't sold you by itself, then, like, they just sort of threw a logo up at the end, like, oh yeah, by the way, it's Sucker Punch.
And then, like, I was like, oh, this is cool, samurais. Oh, okay. I'm like, for me, I'm like, oh, samurais, this is cool. I'm not like hyped, but I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Sucker Punch, Infamous, Sly Cooper, those guys. I'm like, yeah, you guys, I need this game in my life now.
It had the same impact on me. And most notably, how I knew there was something special there. Like, my little brother flipped out when he saw that it was Sucker Punch. And like, my little brother doesn't flip out at anything.
Mm-hmm.
My little brother is stoicism personified.
I know.
So, like, when it comes down to it, like,
then you went like, Brett's gonna lose his mind.
Yeah, he's gonna flip a fucking tit.
And I did.
Yeah, but like, I'm really pumped about Ghost of Tsushima. Still really excited. Can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
We'll own 10 out of 10. Car on the convention floor.
There you go.
Let's go. That's how I'm rating every single fucking one of these like presentations. Like the highest honor I can give it is whether or not they brought a real car.
And then throughout the conference, we kept seeing these like little tidbits of dreams, just saying, "Hey, we're here. We're not gone. Don't worry. We're here. We're not dead."
But is it dreams? Or
they said like made by dreams.
Ah, okay.
It was like a little like a little stamp or whatever. Like it's made in that style. So yes, it is dreams.
Okay.
But then we got Control.
Looks cool. Looks cool.
That crazy, like...
Looks trippy.
Control. Yep.
Man.
I can't. I can't.
Once again, I think it looks like it could be a really good game, but I just don't think it respects women. I think it's clearly bigots.
I could build a house
out of your hatred.
Out of the sexism.
I have more hatred than that guy from Hatred. The game.
Wow. Like, man. Wow. It undulates the sexism.
No, I mean, honestly, looking at it, I mean, the gameplay looks somewhat interesting.
Okay.
But,
if it was a dude, would you play that game?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Well, at least he sticks by his morals.
Okay.
But for me,
that game was great.
Because like, fuck all that.
Yeah. I'm not down.
For me, does look high-minded. Like, show me some weird shit.
Yeah.
And I'm super gonna fucking play it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a day one, but like, it might be a day. It might be. It's a tentative day one. If the sooner I see more stuff that gets me hype about it, then I'll be able to make up my mind on it. But like, it looks like a really weird, like, someone like did a bunch of shrooms, watched a bunch of Kubrick, and made a video game.
Yeah.
And like, I can get down with that. So I would like to see some more of it. I'd like to see some. In terms of new games on my radar, I wouldn't mind.
It's made by Remedy, which are the same guys who did Quantum Break, didn't they?
I think.
I feel like it is. So
Yeah.
that's very interesting. They showed that on PlayStation's floor. It felt like Quantum Break too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, is this a sequel or something? Like, what is this? So it looks interesting. Then next we got Resident Evil 2. RE2.
Okay.
What
are our thoughts on it?
All right. I'm looking at you, Spector!
Why are you looking at me? I don't care about Resident Evil.
All right, so Resident Evil 2 holds a special place in my heart because it's the one day when I was but a wee lad, I was like home from school on like some sick leave or some shit. I can't remember. But my dad, in order to like spend some time with me and just like hang out and like develop a parental bond, played Resident Evil 2 to completion. Like he started it and finished it.
Yeah.
In one sitting while we were just home. Like we did nothing but just sit there and watch him play, and I watched the whole game. Or the Leon Kennedy portion of the game. And it was amazing. I was like, yo, this is the coolest shit ever. And like that was sort of a big moment between, my dad and I. And so like that game always like that was what got me into Resident Evil, that day. And I was like in like middle school or some shit like that. So it was way before I should have been able. But it was really rad to see it. To see that and to see like it coming out again and in today's technology. I'm really excited. I know that this game's been rumored for a while now. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and that's a day one purchase. On the conference floor, 10 out of 10.
It's probably something I might pick up and look into eventually. I am not a Resident Evil fan. I was always a Silent Hill fan. That's kind of my thing, but Silent Hill is long dead now.
That's the thing,
But it looks good. I liked the Resident Evil GameCube remake that from way back when, which has been re-released 1,000 times now. Maybe eventually I'll pick it up. Yeah, definitely not. Resident Evil is not a day one buy for me.
I have yet to play a Resident Evil game, and I think I've been told that if you want to get into Resident Evil, you play 7, right? Like,
well, 7 is wholly its own thing.
Okay.
7 is like it's such a deviation from the formula for everything that makes a Resident Evil game a Resident Evil game. It's entirely in first person, as opposed to being third person over the shoulder, or just camera wide angle third person.
So then, would you say that Resident Evil 2 is?
I would say Resident Evil 2 is probably the definitive like. You want a Resident Evil experience, you play Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
Resident Evil 7, though I love it,
yeah,
it's a complete...
It's totally different, hence why it has such a claim.
It is as much of a departure from everything that came before it as God of War was from the first God of War.
Yeah, I get you.
Like from 2018 to the PS2 God of War.
Yeah.
How like everything is just like, that's not what it was before.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'd say even more actually. Plus the DLC for it is amazing. You can power bomb Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I do know.
That was my shit.
Yes.
That was my shit.
Yep. Which I just have the post show happening in the background. They were actually showing gameplay of Dreams, which I guess
it's too late.
Yeah, now. I know it's yay. I don't care. Then we had
did people not have their stuff done in time?
I don't know. Like right, next we saw Trevor Saves the Universe. This is made by the Rick and Morty guys.
Oh man, I have been trying to find a way to get into Rick and Morty. Like I started watching, people around me, they're like, "Oh yeah, Rick and Morty," and then like I start watching, I'm like, no, and then I'm like, well, maybe something else this guy does, will these guys do, will be interesting, and so like to see this game is set in a different, universe, somewhat. It still has that sort of aesthetic for Rick and Morty, but then like that just, oh hey, voice crackling humor, let's ramble because awkward, this is what we find funny. These guys, like
it's just I think what is it? Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland is pretty much voices Rick and Morty and a bunch of other characters in Rick and Morty, and then he in his video games.
As soon as I saw that dude call himself Bathtub Guy, I was like, I've learned everything I need to learn.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this?
Did you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Game?
What? I'm sorry.
Did you ever watch the show or?
What do you mean?
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I have. I've watched it because I've been told, hey, it's really good. I've watched season 1 and season 2. I've gotten some laughs, but
Season 1 and Season 2.
I like Archer way more.
Season 1, Season 2 had a few decent episodes. It becomes cancer in Season 3.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Which coincides with the switch in writers.
Yeah. So there was that. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, oh, okay.
Can't care.
Then next we got more Kingdom Hearts. Like, this has been the E3 of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. This might as well have just.
We'll see Kingdom Hearts on Nintendo Switch tomorrow on Tuesday.
just Kingdom Hearts for Smash.
I wouldn't be. I swear to God, if Sora shows up for Smash,
Smash.
It truly is the
Aqua and Sora for Smash.
But this one I'm actually very happy about because like we saw the first trailer at Microsoft, and then we saw a very similar trailer earlier today at Square Enix. This was completely different, and it pretty much showed off Pirates of the Caribbean.
I like how they're not trying to turn everything into the sort of aesthetic for Kingdom Hearts, like they kind of did with the past Kingdom Hearts games. You know, where it's like, oh, that's still Toy Story, but like it's kind of Kingdom Hearts stuff. You know, oh, that's still that's still Hercules, and like they kind of stayed in the realms of the things that fit within the world. I like the fact that they're like, this is Frozen and it looks like the film,
and
this is Pirates of the Caribbean, and we're gonna steer into the realism. Like I like how they're doing that,
and I believe it's because of now they made a brand new engine for Kingdom Hearts 3, which they were able to show off in 2.8, and I think now we can be like, yeah, you're in Toy Story, you look like toys. You're in Frozen, you pretty much look normal. You are in Pirates, you look like a real person. Like I do like that. I love that's the whole cool thing about Kingdom Hearts is that Sora, Donald, and Goofy always change into the aesthetic of the world they're in. Awesome. Okay. Again, we have the post show playing in the background, seeing if they have anything else in store, but it's more behind the scenes and some other things. But I was really happy with this more gameplay, more showing of Kingdom Hearts because we got to see pirates. And for me in Kingdom Hearts 2, that was one of my favorite worlds. I loved pirates. We didn't see enough of that in 2, so I'm really glad that they're actually really spending more time with it. And then they kind of just sort of, hey, you like Kingdom Hearts? Here's a PS4 for it. Yeah. Oh boy, that looks really nice. I'm just gonna say that right now.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it looks really nice.
It's very minimalist. I like the look of it.
I do.
If you're a Kingdom Hearts Ultra fan, I mean, yeah, that's
yeah, like
right
the sort of the schematic, sort of like line drawing aesthetic thing that it has. I'm all for like less is more for me. Like I don't like overly busy. Don't give me a controller where all the buttons are different colors and all that. Like just give me a solid, slick looking, homaged, if you know style system to come out with a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna get it, but it does look cool. It does indeed look cool.
I already got my God of War one, so I'm a happy camper. Next we already know you got one.
What?
I forgot you're not listening. Thank you, Spector.
Wait, what is this?
What they're going to be showing tomorrow.
It's the Tuesday schedule.
On Tuesday.
Which it looks like they're showing more on Tuesday than what they did at the freaking press conference.
Hitman 2, yeah. Where's Medieval?
Oh man, and the young scuffed vintage controller unboxing, which I'm getting, by the way.
I know you are.
Got 2 of them.
But anyway,
oh yeah.
But let's move on.
Gonna be able to get that Xbox hand feel.
But let's go on. Death Stranding.
That mouth pleasure, huh?
Death Stranding.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Even with all of that?
I don't know what the fuck is going on in this video game, and that intrigues and excites me.
How about you, Spector?
It looks like dog shit. What are you talking about?
Why?
What?
Why?
It's... Where do I even start? First of all, what they showed us was basically a walking simulator, which... Ooh, okay, it looks pretty in your Fox engine there.
No, it's not. It's not the Fox
engine. Whatever engine it is. Okay.
It's not.
Is Fox 2 now? Or
They're
something?
using the engine from Horizon Zero Dawn that Gorilla made.
Horizon Zero Dawn, okay. But yeah, so we got that.
This guy.
Let's see. It's like I said, we still know nothing about what the story of this game is or what we're supposed to care about in it. Like I said, from the start, just having Norman Reedus as the lead of your game, okay. Not the greatest casting call there, but I get, like I said, he's got. I understand,
because you know, like Boondock Saints was total shit.
Yeah,
it really was actually. Everything. I'm sorry. I got nothing against the man, but I mean everything he's in is shit.
Oh wow.
Okay. So you got that, but like I said, I understand because Kojima has a boner for him. So we got that. Yeah. What else is there really to say about it? It's like I said, at least they finally showed off gameplay. But like I say, it's Kojima, so it's gonna be some goofy anime plot, which it looks like it's shaping up to be. He's never been a good writer. Even the people that work on his game say he's a terrible writer. I mean, it's straight from the horse's mouth. So, yeah, it looks like dog shit. Well, it does. It's not like I will give it credit where credit's due. It's not like offensive dog shit. It just looks like it's poor quality. It's not like, Battlefield 5 where it's actively trying to piss off the audience. It just looks like it's low quality. So that's fine.
Well, we'll move on from that. Next, we got a Neo 2 trailer.
Pumped.
Yeah.
Played Neo. Love Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna play through it again.
Yep.
Just to brace.
Yep.
And I anxiously await.
Mm-hmm.
I anxiously await the sequel.
And then we ended with Spider.
Gonna be playing freaking Sekiro, Neo 2, and Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
Woo!
Yeah, man. And then we ended with Spider-Man. That's what we ended on.
Still, yeah, I was feeling that was gonna be the case. I am still really excited about it.
Me too.
I've been wanting a really good Spider-Man game, just a straight up and down Spider-Man game. And though I have been entertained by the deviations of like, hey, let's go around the Spider-Man formula and kind of see what we can make.
Yep.
Like, I like that sort of experimentation that you saw a lot from like Beanox and stuff like that, but just like, I want to just give me a big,
Spider-Man,
dope Spider-Man game, and that it appears that that's what I'm going to be delivered. And Insomniac looks really excited about the project.
Yep.
The designs, though, when I saw Shocker, I was like, oh no, I don't really like how he looks. It's really try hard, but when I was looking at the villains in the new footage that was coming out, I was like, oh, okay, this looks pretty rad. This looks pretty rad.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. I'm gonna buy it. It's also a day one for me.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
You got our collector's editions.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. Spector.
For sure.
Hey, yo, Spector. Hello. Hi.
What's up?
What do you think about Spider-Man?
Don't give a fuck.
Why?
I multitudes of reasons.
Why?
For one, like I said, I don't care about it superhero shit. I think it's always of low quality. We already had a extensive series of games, action fighting games that were just very similar to this with the Batman series.
Okay.
I thought the Batman series was very meh, not the greatest. Like I said, it's not for me. I don't like superheroes. This one, I mean, it looks... There's nothing that's exciting or sexy about it to really get me on board. I mean, graphically, it looks fine, but I mean, every game looks graphically great nowadays. I mean, if it's a first-party game and they can throw a bunch of money at it. Yeah, I just... Like I said, I don't care. I mean, maybe if you're a huge Spider-Man fan, it's for you. But for me and for everyone else that doesn't care about superhero shit, it's just like, what's appealing about it?
I'm pretty sure that you're in a very small boat, in a very small boat.
I don't care.
That's fine. That's
fine.
fine.
That's him. He's entitled to his opinion.
That's fine.
For me, like comic books is my day job.
That's your life.
That's my day job. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do day in and day out. So
I do this.
Being able to sort of see that crossover coming from people that really seem to care about it, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it multiple times, and I'm gonna add it to my into my growing pantheon of Spider-Man games.
Yes.
Because they tend to be the benchmark for Marvel and video games.
Yeah.
How's the Spider-Man game? Everything else is nice, but how's the Spider-Man game?
But yeah, this one definitely looks good, and I'm glad that Insomniac specifically are the ones on it because of what they did in Sunset Overdrive, kind of giving that
that locomotion,
that mobility, which was fantastic, and then they're putting it into Spider-Man, and they want to this is really good for Marvel to just go, hey, you guys do this, and you guys do that, and you guys do this. So
still would have liked to. Though I wasn't here for it, I still would have liked to have seen something Marvel from Squeenix.
They didn't.
I know.
They didn't.
I know, I would have liked to see it. It was like, you guys got the deal. Come on, man.
Come on, guys. Come on. But I don't know. Maybe.
All I'm saying is, if I see a Marvel character in a Kingdom Hearts game before I see them in their own game,
there's a problem.
I'm mad.
Yep.
I'm mad.
I'd be happy that it's in Kingdom Hearts, but then I'm like,
I'm mad. Okay.
But all in all, as a conference overall, wow.
Yeah, it was garbage.
Wow.
Like if that was the first half of the conference, and then they started another big bunch of announcements after that, then they would have been okay, probably.
Yeah, because after we moved to that other place, then they start going, here's this thing, trailer, like the way that they've been doing it for the past few years. But we already knew about Ghost of Tsushima, we already knew about Spider-Man, we already knew about Death Stranding.
It's just gameplay.
I just love the look of the audience where they're just like, what is this?
And that's the biggest problem.
Do we get up?
They end the conference and they do like boom, no claps. Everyone's like, okay, woo! Like, there's a problem when you end your conference and the audience goes,
and
that's it?
That's the last thing for the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sony ended the day.
You just closed the day on that wet fart.
So we'll have to see.
That's a problem.
I mean, we'll have to see what Nintendo does, but man, so far, I mean, I think the most well-rounded conference, surprisingly, was Microsoft.
Microsoft right now is winning E3 right now.
It's crazy to say that, but it is. It's true.
They have the most well-rounded games shown. The presentation, what was shown on their floor. Even though their exclusives are not the talk of the town, their third parties are, and that's what people are talking about.
And they managed to secure 2 built-for PlayStation reveals.
Yeah.
They managed to get the big FromSoft reveal.
Yep.
And they managed to get Devil May Cry. So, the securing that just took all the
steam.
And they even had a Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. They showed it first.
Yep.
They were the ones who were able to show Kingdom Hearts first.
Before Square Enix even.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
All in all, though, let's ask I have a question to pose. How do you feel this E3 stacked up in comparison to last year's?
Last year's was very blasé. Mind you, we still have Nintendo, so we'll see what Nintendo brings.
Well, from the main line,
I get it.
Because Nintendo is going to show up and do its own thing.
Here's Smash, which, mind you, everyone's going to lose their mind.
It's going to wreck shit anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But let's take away Nintendo. Last year was very blasé. At least PlayStation last year, it wasn't like this, but last year's PlayStation press conference, I'm like, okay, Lost Legacy, okay, that's fine. Monster Hunter World, the biggest surprise that we didn't see coming from that was Shadow of Colossus Remaster. Yeah. That was kind of the big thing, but a lot of it was just here's more Spider-Man, which we saw that kind of gameplay demo of it also. It was just kind of very standard, but nothing where they kept me going. I was still interested.
The people mover kept people moving.
Yeah. Then you had Microsoft, which, God, it felt like forever. It felt like 2 hours. And like I go back, I've looked at it, and it's not. It's I think about an hour and a half.
It felt very jam packed though, with a lot of stuff going on. And
Are we talking about last year or
or last year?
Yeah, we're talking last year's E3.
Yeah, no one. I mean,
like
it was last year's E3 was very forgettable.
Like that, in last year's E3 was very blasé. I don't remember anything from Ubisoft. I think it was maybe For Honor, but like I don't remember
that big Origins reveal.
I think that was leaked. Oh, they showed it at Xbox first.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like, and then when they showed it at Ubisoft, they didn't really go big on it. It was like, hey, here's Assassin's Creed Origins. Okay, bye. And that was about it. This year at Ubisoft, they went and show, here's like 10 minutes. Here's gameplay. Here's this. You can play. The combat operates like this. You can play as a male and a female. Like they spent a lot of time with Odyssey, regardless if it got leaked or not. But like, I feel that this year's E3 has.
Wait, for Odyssey, you can play as a male and female?
Yeah.
Thank God. I was gonna say it's probably gonna be a terrible game unless we could play as women.
Shut up, Spector.
You know, I'm glad you're being such an ally, man. You've been really championing the strong women in these video games.
Exactly.
All E3, bro. Like, you know, regardless of your obvious background context, I will accept all this.
My background context? Are you assuming things about me? I actually am a woman. Okay. For right now, at least.
You identify.
Thank you, Spector.
I decide I am a woman, but it is convenient for me to be one.
But all in all, compared, last year's E3 was very blasé, and what made Nintendo stand out is that they were very different. Xbox came out and tried to reveal the X, and they didn't really do anything with it. And then because of the talk about the X, I believe PlayStation was kind of very standard with what they revealed. Because we've already heard leaks about it and stuff like that. And then when it comes to the publishers, I barely remember anything from EA, Ubisoft, or Bethesda. So I mean, I feel that's why Nintendo just came out. They went, Metroid Prime 4, new Pokemon game, which we now know is Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. So like, all the announcements that Nintendo showed was a big deal, where everything from PlayStation, Microsoft, and everyone else was kind of very standard. So, but this year is very ups and downs. EA's was... But then you had yesterday, which was the peak. You had Microsoft, which is really good. Bethesda was really good. Mind you,
Devolver Digital weirdly slipping. I was expecting more from Devolver Digital.
Yeah, but I mean, like, again, Bethesda did come out and they showed some like decent games.
Yeah, they came out punching.
And like the big reveal of Elder Scrolls 6, some people are both mad and happy about it. Happy because now we know it exists, but mad because you gave us just a 30-second clip and that was it.
Well, you know? What do you think that they had? They're good.
I know.
After Fallout 76 runs its whole course, like, which means you're gonna wait about 4 years after Fallout 76. Mm-hmm. Then you're gonna be able to get Starfield.
Yep.
And then after Starfield takes however long it's gonna be running, then you're gonna get Elder Scrolls.
And I think that's where people are like, yeah, crap. Is that whole like Starfield comes out before Elder Scrolls and people want to. It's that.
It could be on the next system for all we know.
Yeah.
That
would be one fuck of a launch title.
That would if it is, but like it. But anyway, but when it comes to, in closing, wow, this was bad. This was not good for PlayStation. This was if you want me to get excited for PlayStation, this was not the way to go.
They only brought a Spree motor scooter onto the conference floor. 3 out of 10.
That like, and then like you have.
So what do you think your gamer tag is going to be on Xbox now?
What?
You have to make a gamer tag on Xbox. Yes.
I already have. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
We got to be rebranded now.
Thank you.
For the Duke show. All right.
I can't deal with you, Spector.
Young Duke.
Thank you, Spector. I appreciate it.
Oh, dude, man, you gotta use your rap name, Little Shoulders.
Don't you mean Little Ankles?
Oh yeah, Little Wankles, Young Wankles.
But anyway, but in closing, that was not good. I don't know.
Dog shit.
I don't know which was worse, EA or PlayStation. That was bad. That was
really bad.
It's really hard to say. Actually, that's a very good question.
Like,
it's hard to say.
I don't know which one is worse. I feel that still.
Nah, man. That's clear cut. Sony's is worse. Because with Ubisoft.
You mean EA?
Yeah, EA. No, like EA had some like at least I could get pumped over Anthem.
Okay.
You know, but like EA, like it's
cool from Fallout 4.
But like EA, like they gave me some stuff that I was like, ooh, I was on the fence about buying this game. Now I'm sure gonna buy this game. But like with going into Sony, the games I was gonna buy, I was always gonna buy. There is no new force that enacted itself that swayed me to do anything. And I had expectations for it to do more. Even if it was just going to show me the big games that it had planned. Like, one, there needs to start being a very clear subdivision of who gets what games. There are obviously way too many press conferences. Like, if you did like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, one thriller ass day, then like, or even if you did 2 days, where it's just Sony and Microsoft, you could give more time for them and they can show their stuff off and bring developers out that they're working with. Because like right now, everyone like this E3 seemed really incestuous. It was all in itself. They're like, ooh, you saw that thing over here where you didn't see that part of that same thing over here, you know, and it's just everything was weaved into itself and nothing felt special.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
this was not a good E3.
No, I mean, well, this again, about E3 as a whole, I don't know how I feel, but I do know that when it comes to this press conference, this was not good. I pray that PlayStation next year at E3 really fixes this, because this was not the way to go.
I mean, like, I don't know what the aim for it is with Sony. I mean, are they gonna try and like save the blowout for PSX to curry favor for PSX? Is there gonna be another Paris Games Week this year? You know, where it's like, oh fuck, look at all this. Like,
I think they should curb it at PSX, because me and Spector have even talked about it. Where last year's PSX, what am I to watch? I'm supposed to go ahead and watch everything on like that day. Everything was panels, which that's fine and all. I have no problem with that, but there wasn't any marquee. All right, if you want to know everything about PSX, you watch this press conference, and that's what they started with ever since they launched it. But last year they just went, hey, here's a Naughty Dog panel, hey, here's a Crash panel, hey, here's this panel, and hey, here's this thing, and hey, here's that, and I can go ahead and find out in news updates, and then if I want to watch panels, I'll just watch that.
It's kind of lame. It's kind of lame that the vast majority of the market works like this, but like people's interest in the people who make these games only stretches so far.
I know, yeah.
And it's like, you might be the coolest dude with the most interesting story, and it might be intrinsically tied to the background and the very creation of the game that I'm playing, but ultimately I want to see the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And like it sucks because, you know, the creators, you know, as a creator myself, I like drawing comic books. That's a really thankless job.
Yeah.
Like people if it looks cool, they'll just go, oh, that looks cool. But they like, no one will like be like, yo man, you drew the shit out of that, because that's just you're just doing your job. But if it looks bad, they'll tear it apart. And like it's a thankless gig. But like me as a person, I can only serve to entertain people for so long before they start going, yeah, that's nice. I'm sure you're a cool dude, but where's the product?
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I have anything else to say, Spector? Or have I lost you?
No. I mean, wow, this was bad. I mean, like I said, the credit where credit's due. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima does look entertaining and very arty, and I will be checking that out probably.
That silhouetted like underneath a red leaf tree sunlight silhouette sword fight.
That was probably the biggest highlight of this
super
conference.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was very cool. It was very Canadian. That's why
So it resonates with you on a personal level.
On a personal level, those Canucks, No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. That was the one flash of hope in an otherwise very dark and terrible press conference.
That was not good.
I mean, it's just I'm amazed. I mean, it fell short of even my very low
We
expectations.
didn't even they didn't even show there's a new level in Crash Bandicoot. They didn't
Nothing
show
about
anything
Medieval,
they didn't
nothing
show
about
anything.
our name
no
changes.
Spyro, no Medieval, no name changes, and nothing.
No faster ban appeal system.
We're sorry about that. But yeah, no, terrible. But I mean, overall, I mean, like I said, for me, I don't really mind. Like I said, I'm a third party guy, and this was a good E3 for me in a lot of ways. Like I said, finally got to see Cyberpunk.
Yeah. That's a big deal. You end with Spider-Man. We know that. Microsoft ended with freaking Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, this is a CD Projekt Red game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wow, I mean...
Quickly becoming new Bethesda.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it's... man, it was bad. It makes you almost depressed to be a PlayStation owner after that one.
I walked into the building depressed to be a PlayStation.
I know you did.
For different
we heard it. We
circumstances,
saw
yeah.
it. Oh, God, it was bad.
Yeah, terrible. But like I said, for me, that's, as someone that's not really too terribly brand loyal necessarily, I'm a third party guy through and through.
Oh, yeah, same here.
With a few notable exceptions. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad.
And for me, I am a hardcore PlayStation fan. I wave blue flag. That's me. And yeah, as a PlayStation fan, wow.
And now you're waving a white flag.
I mean, from this press conference, but
I'm gonna go home and wave this green flag. That's what I'm gonna do.
But as a PlayStation fan, this was not good. This was definitely not good. I everything, and I guess we'll see what tomorrow from Nintendo brings. But yeah, I think that
that can't be bad. It's Nintendo.
So
they tend to be the show-stopping performances of E3, which is weird.
Yeah. So so we'll see. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I know that that was an interesting. This has been a very interesting press conference. Both the press conference itself and the live stream.
Interesting is code for shit.
Well, I'm being sarcastic right now.
I'll just be real, man.
But anyway,
speak your truth.
Thank you, Mark. But if you're watching this on Twitch, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell button. That way you know every single time we put up videos on YouTube, you know that we have put up videos. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, you can also go to see our live streams of the rest of E3, which right now it'll be Nintendo, and any other live streams at twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/The Brotherhood of Geeks. And you can also follow me in the channel on Twitter at Dualshock'd BOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, Dualshock'd BOG. Anything else, Mark?
Oh man, free Marq. I'm trying to, pay these people. Luckily, if I was banned for griefing or some shit like that, because one, I don't grief. I'm known to snatch a soul here and there when I body somebody in these fighting games. You know what I'm saying? But that's par for the course.
Yeah.
I don't ever start it. I just let you pop all your shit, and then after I smoke you, then then I'll be like, yeah, dog. But it was a financial ban. I was like, yo, you didn't pay a thing. I was like, somebody got into my whatever. Okay, fine. I'll fucking
wait.
pay.
So they ban you because you didn't pay something?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know.
You didn't pay your plus, and they're gonna come and break your legs.
That is very interesting. I've never heard that. That is definitely a first.
Yeah, because I think the way it was set up is I think they were gonna try and auto renew my plus. And then because it didn't auto-renew, when I had set it to not auto-renew, so something happened. No, meaning and then I went to go check my PayPal because I pay everything on my PlayStation via PayPal because I don't need people in my bank account like that. And it turns out that somebody had purchased a year's worth of PlayStation Plus on my stuff, so that means that somebody accessed my.
So you got hacked.
Yeah, somebody got into my information and started trying to buy Plus for people. And so, like, I'm getting banned. I'm like, oh, why do you want me to pay for some shit that, like, people got into my shit for?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I tried to, they sent me a request form to, like, get back in to pay the stuff off. And they were like, well, we can't find you in the system. And I was like, oh my, I swear to God, if they can't find me in the system because I'm banned and I'm trying to pay them back to undo my ban, this is the most infuriating. So I got on the phone, and I was going to be here for the pre-show, but I was just on the phone. And I was like, I'm not going to go watch this PlayStation conference getting ready to try and sell me on things to buy on a PlayStation that I'm too banned to even buy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't get into the store to purchase things, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on, man. So, hopefully that gets reconciled, and if I can get back online, then cool. But if not, y'all gonna have to catch me on this Xbox.
All right. Well. Anything else? Anywhere people can follow you?
Find me on Twitter, Marq Phillips, MARQ with a Q, and Phillips with 2 L's. Come yell about comic books. Come be cool. I draw stuff. I got a Patreon. Donate to the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
It's patreon.com/with a Q. If I hit my Patreon goal, I just start drawing comic books for free. Yeah.
That's good. And how about you, Spector?
You can follow me at... no, that's about it. I mean, like I said, we'll see what Nintendo does. You can follow me at Spector0451 on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
All right, then. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. We always appreciate it. And as always...
Don't play with yourself.
Play together.
That's... she said.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.